Since some of y'all are very resistant to the information that gargling with saline or salt water does not do anything, I think this paper will be a very powerful thing to help change your mind. The goal of this paper was to do a lower skill level of collecting COVID samples than a nasal pharyngeal swab, where they collected COVID samples from adults and school-aged children. They had a total of 46 participants, where they did unobserved self-collected saline gargle samples as a self-collection method to simplify the diagnostic testing for COVID. Now, saline or water mouth rinse gargle sample collection is a promising non-invasive alternative, which can reduce the number of trained healthcare workers needed for collection. In the study, they compared the saline gargle self-collection to nasopharyngeal samples collected by healthcare workers. It was done at BC Children's and Women's Hospital Campus COVID-19 Collection Center in Vancouver, Canada. The study was performed from September 30th to October 29th of 2020, where users were instructed to open 5 milliliter vials of sterile 0.9% saline, to squeeze the contents into their own or their child's mouth, swish the contents for 5 seconds, followed by tilting their heads back and gargling for 5 seconds. And the age range for participants was from 14 years to 41 years, where 14 of the 46 subjects were less than 18 years of age. Using this collection method, there is only one false negative saline gargle sample, giving it a sensitivity of 97% for the collection methodology, and all saline gargle samples had both viral genes detected, and there was no invalid results. In this plot, the red is the no sampling, and the blue is the saline gargle method, and for each of these tested measures below, there was no difference between the samples. The average cycle threshold values were slightly higher in the saltwater group, but that also correlates with what we've seen in the past, where the nose has a slightly higher expression than the saliva, in addition to that of the mouth. But to truly emphasize the results of this, saltwater saline gargling does nothing so much that it's actually a really good way to collect samples for COVID, because it's not doing anything to damage the COVID and cause viral reductions. The only thing that it might do is dislodge the COVID from your mouth a little easier because of the saline present in the water. So emphatically, no, a saline gargle, a saltwater gargle is not going to help reduce COVID viral loads.